Time please.
4:50.
Okay. Okay, so we have James, and then we have Lisa's next. Okay, all set.
Today, I would like to recognize a phenomenal man that I grew up listening to. From his spiritual advice to laughing along with the insanity on his famously dramatic TV shows, Gerald Norman Springer, or as you may know him, Jerry Springer, is a man that should be honored for his many talents and wisdom. In order to recognize his accomplishments completely, I would like to start by talking about his childhood. Born in the London Underground Station, which was a shelter during World War II that would protect people from bombings, him and his parents, Margaret and Richard Springer, were Jewish refugees. In 1994, they immigrated to Queens, New York, and as a child, his earliest memories were the 1956 Democratic National Convention, where he was fascinated with JFK. This helped mold his career. Full of drive, young Springer managed to get his Bachelor's of Art, majoring in political science. Shortly after, in 1968, he got his Doctor of Law degree. With the degrees and influences, he managed to become a political campaign advisor for Robert Kennedy. After Kennedy was assassinated, his career decided to take a different direction, and he got a job at a law firm. A few years later, with his extensive law experience under his belt, he managed to become a partner in a law firm, Grinker, Sudman, and Springer. He prospered there, but he really just wanted more. He didn't like it very much. So he decided to run for Cincinnati City Council in 1971, where he was elected. In 1974, unfortunately though, he was forced to resign. During a raid at a massage parlor, the police found a bad check with 4 services rendered in the memo. And instead of lying about it, Jerry Springer he came clean. He was a political higher up person, and he just owned up to it. This helped him actually get his job back in 1975. He managed to get back on the Cincinnati board, and he got to keep his job. Eventually though, tired of the ups and downs in politics, he decided to try his luck in media. And he started doing radio talk shows, actually. His first broadcast career was actually when he was in college, but then later on, while he was a politician for Cincinnati, he actually started talking for a rock radio show. And it was like a real liberal, just kind of laid back show. And it featured his commentaries, and they would call his commentaries the Springer Memorandum. And this launched his popularity. He got real popular with his little, sayings. Up for another challenge, he was soon hired as a political reporter and commentator on the Cincinnati WLWT. He blossomed there. Ratings went up for the TV show, and actually that TV show had the lowest ratings around, and he boosted them a lot. As a result, this created his signature line: take care of yourself and each other. Within 2 years, he was the #1 anchor. He managed to win 10 local Emmy Awards for his nightly commentaries. Those commentaries would eventually be called Jerry's Final Thought. The Jerry Springer Show debuted in September 30th, 1991. His guests included Oliver North and Jesse Jackson, and the topics were homelessness and gun control. In 1994, though, Jerry Springer decided to go ahead and revamp the show to try to boost ratings, and he found that it was more successful if he went towards taboo topics, and he would actually have guests confront confronted, or they would come onto the stage and confront each other. I'm sure you've all seen the Jerry Springer show. And it would be over controversial situations. In '95, he was actually beating Oprah in ratings for quite a few different states with 6.7 million viewers. Jerry's life experiences and drive had made him famous. Lessons of hard work and honesty are uncanny to anyone else in his position. Jerry Springer's ability to overcome hardships with honesty and hard work is extremely commendable. He has proved that everyone makes mistakes, and to this day he takes time to help people that have made their own. He is a hard worker, and if you get a chance to hear one of his final thoughts, I suggest you listen closely. There is a lot of wisdom, knowledge, love in what he has to say. I just like to finish up with saying, take care of yourself and each other. Thank you.